5 Minutes for Men. TR Nichols here with 5 Minutes for Men, where we have discussions and conversations about things that men usually talk about amongst themselves. Today's topic is more of a less heavy, kind of lighthearted topic. Hair. So, it's your crown, right? It's your crown or lack thereof. It used to be your crown. So I know in my group, got a couple of bald head fellas. In my circle, I know a few fellas who used to have some banging hair. Might have had the waves, might have had the fade, might have had a faux hawk or some locks, all of that. But now they don't have any. So recently I was at an event and me and another guy were talking, and a young fella walks by us and he has the 360-degree waves, and we both looking and we like, man, I remember I used to have those. And the dude I'm talking to is bald. I'm there with a big full head of hair, but I can see where mine's is not the same as it used to be because I can no longer have the waves that this young man has. So it's interesting because it's it's always perspective, right? I'm complaining that I don't have the waves that this young man has now because at his age I had the same waves. The guy next to me is complaining that he doesn't have hair at all and he used to have the waves. So it's all perspective. And the reality is we all had our own hair journey, right? That dude had the waves, then decided to make the decision that it's better just to have the beard and the bald head. And it's working out for him, right? Me, I had the waves, realized that I can't keep it that low anymore, so I gotta puff it out. And that's working for me. And then there's this young man, right? You got 3 different stages here. And there's this young fella who has no clue that eventually he may not have the waves. Or the reality may be, he may be able to keep them waves for his whole life. But it's our hair, right? And because our hair represents us as men, or even your lack thereof, right? Our crown is symbolic. Whether it's the hair or the bald head, as a man, you rock with what you got. And I know eventually that the bald head and beard is coming for me as well. But I'm okay with that. I've had a bald head on a few occasions, and when you have an evenly shaped head, the bald head is an option. Definitely want to hear your thoughts on your hair journey. I've had twists, I've had the bald fade, I've had the bald head, I had an S curl, had the 360 waves, had the high top, had an afro. I've done a lot with my hair, and I've enjoyed my hair on this long journey of manhood. And I've had and have a few friends who lost their hair in their early 20s or in their 30s. So having watched that, the perspective is I understand that I am still blessed to have a head full of hair. And even though I complain about not being able to have the waves, I can't have it short as I used to, it's perspective. And most of life is perspective. So if you have hair, enjoy your hair. If you do not, just reminisce every now and then. There's nothing wrong with that. Like when you had the banging waves or the high top fade or whatever you had. Subscribe to 5 Minutes for Men. Comment below. Tell us about your hair journey, where you are right now. Any stories you want to tell about when you feel like you had your best hair. If you don't have any now, or if you still do, but your best hair is behind you, and maybe not in front of you, then tell those stories too. And if you have your best hair now, that's always good to hear. Like if you're in your best hair moments right now. So enjoy your hair. Share your stories about your hair and the journeys that your hair has taken, or the journey that your hair has taken away from you in terms of it leaving you without any. 5 minutes for men. TR Nichols here. 5 minutes for men.